Let's make a beer can chicken today. We've made many beer can chickens over the years. In fact, beer can chicken was our very first ever Armadillo Pepper YouTube video. But today we're going to do something first, right? First for us. It's the first time we've ever made a beer can chicken smoked in this Masterbuilt Electric Smoker. I hope you stay with me. This is a great way to cook a chicken. It's fun, it keeps that chicken moist. It's just perfect for everybody that comes over for your next backyard barbecue. Now, the way I like to always prep this chicken when I'm doing the Masterbuilt, it's great if you can dry brine this guy, or you can wet brine of course as well, but if you can brine it the night before. But I didn't decide to do this today. What I've got here is a mixture of kosher salt. It's 1 tablespoon kosher salt to 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I ended up using 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, sprinkled it on here, and then put it in the fridge and left it uncovered like that. And we're doing a couple things here. We're letting it dry brine, right, to help keep it moist during the cooking process. But also, you know, this Masterbuilt only goes to 275 degrees. So we're trying to dry out the skin a little bit so that it'll be, I mean, it's not going to be crispy like a rotisserie chicken or if you baked it at 350 or higher, but trying to get this skin at least as crispy as possible when cooking in this Masterbuilt. Now, all I'm doing here is wiping off any excess salt. You definitely don't want to rinse it underwater because then you're going to get the skin all wet again. And, you know, and the whole purpose of this process is to dry out the skin so that you'll try to keep it dry during this cooking process. All right, so I'm going to keep this real simple today. You can see I've got this guy dried up. Let's talk about the seasoning. Use any seasoning you want, but I'm going to use this Tennessee Lynchburg lemon pepper seasoning today. And the reason I chose lemon pepper is because I'm going to serve it up with an Alabama white sauce. Now, the skin is really dry, so that seasoning is not going to stick. I'm going to put just as light of a coat as possible of olive oil. What is that? Not even a half a teaspoon, right? I mean, extremely light coat. All I'm going to do is I do need a binder for this rub because, like I said, this skin was quite dry. Okay. Now I'm hoping we come back in here now. Yeah, it's going to stick a little bit for us with this lemon pepper. You know, my thought is that the lemon flavor and the seasoning will go well with that tang in this Alabama white sauce we're going to serve it up with. And we're going to serve it on the side. My son doesn't care for Alabama white sauce. I don't know why. But that way, you know, he'll be able to have his chicken without it. Okay. Now let's turn this guy over. And again, all I'm going to do here is hit it up with just a very, very light coat. Again, not even a half a teaspoon, you can see there. Just get her greased up. Get the rest of this seasoning on this side. And as soon as I get done seasoning here, we're going to get this guy on the beer can. Now, this next step is totally optional. Just got a piece of foil here. We're just going to wrap the very tips, the very ends, tips, whatever you want to call them, of these wings up in the foil. The only reason is it just helps keep them from getting so burnt. I mean, there's hardly no meat on there anyway, so I mean, I wouldn't be worried about overcooking that piece of meat, but some people just don't like the way it looks. So like I say, totally optional. If you don't mind yours being dark, don't waste the time, okay? Like I say, just going to cover those up real quick like so. All right. Now, let's get to the beer part. For my beer, I've chosen this Modelo Negra. This is a dark beer, and I just happen to have one of these nice little beer can chicken stands. Hey, you can put this in the can, just like, you know, people have been doing it for years. It just provides a little bit more stability and just makes it a little easier. And I'm going to fill this guy up about halfway, all right? And the other thing, I don't know, if you haven't done beer can chicken, one of the things you want to do is don't pull this out of the fridge and just start pouring it in because the beer is going to be cold, right? And then while you're smoking it, it's going to take it longer to get up to temp and start actually steaming inside that chicken. So what you want to do is, I took this out of the fridge probably 2.5 hours ago. All right. And, unlike if you're pouring yourself a pour, you don't have to worry about there being foam in here, okay? I've got about half of it. You can see this little cap's got the vent holes in it. This is really nice, but like I say, this is a nicety. It's not something you have to have for this chicken, all right? Then we're just going to get our chicken over here. Slide him on our little beer can holder. And you see how nice that is? I mean, it just makes it really easy to do. But again, like I say, you don't have to have this. You can slip it right on your beer can. Just going to touch up the top of this guy, and I see a couple spots down there. All right. We're going to get this over to the Masterbuilt. So this Masterbuilt today, I've got it turned all the way up, 275 degrees. That's as high as these Masterbuilt Electrics go, as you already know. And for the wood, I've got maple chips in here. All right. So the way I got the inside of it up, just got a little foil here to catch any drippings, okay? I've got all the racks out except this one bottom rack. What we're going to do here is put our chicken right there. You see it fits all nice and neat, all right? Oh, let me get a glove. It's burning my hand. Much smarter way of doing things. And all I'm going to do here is get this probe into the thick part. We'll get the door shut. We're going to cook this chicken on up to about 160, 162. We'll pull it out, then the temperature will keep rising. You want an internal temperature of 165. It's been 2 hours, 20 minutes. Our chicken's up to 164. This sun has got a horrible angle. I know this is hard to see. Going to pull it out. I can see the sun already beating down. It's coming right through this angle. That's what she looks like. Going to get this thermometer out of it. I'm going to take it out here. I'm going to sit it up here on the table where I can show you a better picture of it. And then we're going to let it rest for about 10, 15 minutes before we cut into it. Our chicken's been resting here about 20 minutes. Tammy's going to help me taste it. You got to be careful, right? This thing could be hot. Oh, it's not too bad. Here, do me a favor. You just hold the sides like that.
Okay.
I'm going to lift the chicken off, okay?
Okay.
You got to hold it down. You got it? There we go. There's our chicken. Okay, looking kind of nice. This is still really hot. I know this is going to be, ooh, smell it. It's probably going to be hard to see in the video, but maybe a third of the can evaporated out. Let's get this out of the way.
Smells like dark beer.
Yeah, I use that, we call it Modelo Negra.
Modelo.
Yeah, whatever.
I learned how to say that in the other video.
Okay. So we're just going to cut a piece off here. And then we're going to use, are you going to use the sauce or just me?
No, I want to use that sauce. I'm excited about it.
Okay.
This is from that
Cut
guy.
out. Yeah. When we were at the shrimp festival, right?
In Jekyll Island.
Okay. Here's our chicken.
It's juicy.
Got a nice color. Hope you can see that. Let me scoop this over so you guys can hopefully see there's juice there. It is really juicy.
Really juicy.
Okay. We're going to slice off a couple pieces. Probably better if people want to see the skin. Now, like I said before, the skin is not going to be crispy like you had it on a rotisserie because you're only smoking it at 275. Okay, and you probably want
really good.
You probably want a small piece, so I'll cut you a small piece.
I don't know. It smells good.
A little bigger piece.
I might want to eat all of it.
The sauce we're using is this Doc and Artie's Alabama white sauce. Okay. By the way, they didn't pay us. We paid for this ourselves. No sponsorship here. But we tried this sauce when we were there, and it was yummy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think I can get these gloves off. There's your small piece. You want to get it?
Yep.
Okay, and I got mine. All right, we're going to give it a try.
Oh, it's so good. That's really good. That's delicious.
It's almost like a rotisserie chicken,
really,
except it has a very mild smoke, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's really good.
So,
wow.
You don't know what I seasoned it with, but they
I
do.
have no idea.
I seasoned it with something you said you didn't like.
Use lemon pepper?
Yep.
Are you
lemon pepper.
serious?
Yes. I used lemon pepper, and I thought that would go good
Oh my gosh.
with this white sauce tang. This chicken, I hope you guys can see that. It's just full of moisture.
So you're tricking me.
I wasn't tricking you. It's delicious.
It's really good.
She doesn't like a strong smoke taste. The smoke is quite mild. So let's talk about how I made it. I mean, you saw I made it in the Masterbuilt, but I put the wood chips in for the first, it was 60, 75 minutes.
What flavor wood chips?
And then I put a second set of wood chips in.
What flavor wood chips are there?
You should have watched the whole video and you would know.
Did you just tell me?
I use maple because, I mean, maple's quite mild. And you don't want to use, I mean, unless you want a very strong smoke, you don't want to use anything like hickory or oak. This is really good.
Is that the sweet flavor then? There's some, it's got like a sweet flavor.
And I got to tell you, this Doc and Artie's, again, they didn't pay us. We paid full price for this. You know, there's no endorsement here. Their Alabama white sauce is a little more tangy than most of the homemade recipes. Or, by the way, we love Bob Gibson white sauce, but this one is tangier than the Bob Gibson white sauce. I think I could eat this chicken, the whole chicken.
I know. I've eaten a whole bunch of it.
It's good, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Hey, thanks for watching another one of our videos. You saw how easy this was to do in the Masterbuilt Smoker. It's got a nice taste. The beer, can you taste the beer? No, I don't really taste like a distinct beer flavor, but it's full of moisture.
It's really moist.
It's moist. You saw I didn't brine it overnight. I mean, I dry brined it in the fridge for a couple of hours. That's not going to make a huge difference on how moist it is. If you brine it overnight, it will. I didn't inject it. I really think the beer, I mean, it just cuts easy. It's moist in your hand. It's a great way to do it. You're not a beer drinker. You don't want to do it with beer. Don't do it with beer. Do it with. You can do it with apple juice. You can do it with cider. You can do it with root beer, for example. If you don't want anything to do with beer, then just do it with root beer.
I'm not a beer drinker, and it's really good. I don't taste the beer.
I'm going to keep eating this. This is really good. Hey, I'm sorry. Thanks for watching. I apologize for dragging this taste test out so long. If you're not a subscriber already, I hope you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. You'll be notified of all of our new videos.